you mute yourselves. All right, except if you are in a very less noisy environment, okay? But if your environment is too noisy, I would prefer that you do what? You mute yourself, okay? All right, so with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. From wherever you're joining from, you are welcome, all right? You're welcome to the live trading section. And before we go further, all right, before we go further, let me just go ahead and let's see, okay, what you guys are doing currently with the ongoing competition. As you can see on my screen right now, okay, please, this guy should send me a DM, all right? Whoever this guy is, this first person here, just send me a DM, all right? Send me a DM on Telegram, okay? If you're on Telegram, send me a DM on Telegram. I have a gift for you, all right? Already, you've qualified to get reward at the end of this competition that is currently ongoing. Okay, you qualified to get a reward because you can see here reward criteria. This person has met the reward. So the next person close is this one. You have done 23,000 in trading volume. All right, you just need additional 7,000. Okay, because to qualify, all right, you must do 30,000, as you can see that down. Okay, you must do 30,000 in trading volume. All right, that's what Bybit is saying. You must do 30,000 in trading volume. So all of you who are coming up, okay, I have 22, I have 15,000, 9,000, and the rest. All right, hopefully before the end of the competition, I should be able to get at least 10, 20, or 30 of you, okay, or even all of you have joined the competition, qualify for some rewards, okay? So I will always post this thing on Telegram and all of that. So make sure you are joining us on Telegram, okay? Make sure that you are joining on Telegram. Use the link on Telegram to join the competition and all of that. All right, that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. With that being said, okay, let me know what you're trading or the tokens you're looking at, then we can, share ideas together. We'll look at the chart and see, how we can actually help out and all of that. All right. So that's basically what I am looking at for and all of that. Okay, so currently for the ASTR token, if you're in this trade already, my target is, that area. I think first take profit is somewhere around 81, okay, 0.1816 or thereabout, yeah. And then second take profit, third, and all of that. So this is basically what I'm looking at for AXRT, okay? So these are some of the tokens that I'm currently trading, and the setup is still valid, though I'm looking at it on the 4 hours time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour and see. All right, you can still enter this trade if you want to, guys. You can still enter this trade if you want to. And I prefer to always use, the scale order type when I'm sending out, okay, when I'm taking any of these signals and when I send that sum, all right? Okay, what's the difference between spot trading and margin trading? Okay, spot trading is, just as the name implies, okay, you are buying at the spot. Whatever token asset you buy is basically a one-way style of trading, all right? Spot trading is one-way style of trading. You are buying lower, right? Just like we see here, when you do your analysis and all of that, okay? You want to buy the token cheaper. When you buy it cheaper, you sell it when the token becomes expensive, okay? That is spot trading, all right? If I bring in $100 today and I want to buy this particular token, right? If I put in my money to buy this particular token, the exchange will let me know that your $100 will be exchanged for this number of this token. Let's say, for example, 10 of this particular token that I'm looking at, okay, will cost me $100. If I give the exchange my 100 USDT, they give me that token back. All right. So I have that token and I can hold on to that token for as long as I want. Whenever the price goes above what I bought it, okay, maybe by 10%, 20%, 100%, or whatever, I can now sell it. All right. Now in spot, you can hold your token for as long as you want. All right. In as much as you don't want to sell in losses and all of that. That is spot trading. You buy low, you sell high. Buy low, you sell high. In spot trading, you don't buy high and sell low. Okay. You always buy when the particular asset you're looking for is cheap, okay, less expensive, and then you wait for it to go up above what you bought it and you sell. That is spot trading. All right. It's one way. Margin trading is the elder sister of spot trading. Because in margin trading, you have to do with borrowed money, okay? Now, let's say I have $100. and I'm buying this token on spot, I can only buy 10. Let's say each of this token now is selling for $10, okay? So I can only buy 10 of this, right? But when I go to margin trading, I can use leverage, all right? I'm borrowing money from the exchange to augment what I have, all right? I have $100 and I go to margin trading. Margin trading is between 3x leverage to 10x leverage, okay? And then in margin trading, we have cross margin and then we have isolated margin, all right? On cross margin, you can put in money in one asset and use it to trade other asset. But on isolated, okay, if I do 10x leverage and I put my money only on BTC, it means that it is only BTC that I will trade. I don't know if you are getting the logic, okay? So it means only BTC that I can trade, and I can borrow up to 10 times the amount of money that I have. So if I give the exchange, if I transfer $100 into my margin trading account, okay, and I'm trading on isolated mode, whatever token that I've transferred that money into, I can borrow up to 10 times that amount of money. So it means that my $100 will now become what? $1,000. So I will now use that $1,000 to buy any token of my choice, right? And I sell them. Okay, maybe I'll buy cheap. When it goes up, I sell. Now on margin trading, every hour the exchange charges you commission for the money you borrow. The commission is not that much, okay? So it's not something that will like, all right, start putting fear in you. The commission is not that much. But you can borrow money on margin. When you borrow, you buy, okay? For as long as you hold that, every hour the exchange charges you commission for that. Then when you sell your token, you pay back the money you borrowed from the exchange, keep the profit with your own capital that you use as collateral. Okay. Now the difference, though it is leverage trading, but why it is different from futures? All right. You have access to the underlying asset that you're buying, right? If it is BTC, you have that BTC with you. Now you can transfer that BTC out of your margin account if you are able to offset the money you borrow from the exchange. All right. If you're able to pay back the money you borrowed from the exchange, you can transfer back that asset that you bought from your margin account to your spot account or to your funding account. All right. Now, margin trading is both ways. Let's say BTC has hit, or any token I'm trading has hit an all-time high. All right. And from my analysis, I feel that that token will drop down. Okay. I can borrow that particular token worth $1,000 on margin or my margin account, sell it immediately, and then wait for the token to drop. When the token drop maybe by 50% or 80% or thereabout, I will now buy back the token. Let's say I borrowed 10,000 of this token. Okay. And then immediately I sell it back. I now sell it back. So I now have maybe $1,000 or $10,000. When this token start dropping, I will now buy either times 10 or times 20 of what I initially bought. All right. Now, how much am I owing the exchange? I'm owing them 10,000 of those tokens. Now that my money can buy 20,000 or 30,000, once I buy it, I will pay back the one I borrowed from the exchange. All right. And then keep the remaining one. You get. So margin trading is both ways. You can buy high, okay? You can sell high, you can buy low and all of that, and you still make profit. But it requires you borrowing money from the exchange. And if you don't manage your trade very well, okay, you will get liquidated on margin trading, right? Liquidation equally happens when you are trading margin, but it does not happen in spot trading. Okay, John, I don't know if that answers your question. All right, that is basically the difference between margin and spot trading. So don't okay. All right, so that's basically about margin trading, right? I believe you understand that, right? If that is clear, then we can go to the tokens that you guys are looking at. Somebody said I should open the yeah, for those of you on YouTube, smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button and then use the comment section to let me know the tokens you want me to look at. All right, use the comment section to let me know the token you are looking at. All right. So when the bull run starts proper, okay, for those of you who want to make cool cash, all right, all you just need to do is to put your money as collateral, margin trading, buy any token of your choice. In fact, right now, if you want to start accumulating, all right, all you just need to do is do the calculation the way you will not get liquidated. All right, once the market start dropping, you go to your margin account, borrow some money there, buy the token, right? Buy the token, and when the market goes up, you sell and pay back the money you borrowed from the exchange. It's as simple as that. All right, it's as simple as that. I will do a video on margin trading for those of you who want to trade margin. All right. So somebody asked me to look at Myro. So let's look at the Myro token and see what's going on, guys. So okay, so what do we have here? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is it dumping so hard? Why is this dumping so hard, guys? Yeah, so for Myro, who asked this, Dell, yeah, Dell, I can't really say right now, okay? Because even here that would have served as a support, we've broken below that area. I don't know what this is all about, okay? But I know it's newly listed token, right? I know it's newly listed token, so okay. So basically what I'll be looking at is to wait for this token to come back into this zone. Maybe the breakout of this trend line will start. That's why I will start looking for longs, all right? Currently, I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy, all right? I'm not buying yet until this thing comes back into this zone, right? If we come back above this area and then maybe we'll consolidate there for a while, break out of that trend line, that is when I'll be looking to buy this token, all right? That's when I'll be looking to buy this token because buying here, it could continue to dump. But if we come back here and I see momentum in the market and all of that, then we can start looking for buy from here to the upside. Okay, that's basically it for now. I don't know what this token is currently all about. If it is something you want to buy and hold, all right, then you need to do your research about the token, about the project and all of that before you actually put your money into it. Okay. My chat is disconnected. So those of you on YouTube, I can't see your chat at the moment, all right? But I'll just have to refresh the page so that I'll see if those chats will come up, all right? Then I'll go ahead and take it, okay? So please, is it possible to increase your leverage after your trade has been triggered? This guy that is always asking this question, can you tell me what exactly you want to achieve? Because I've seen this question more than 10 times. And the answer is always yes. You can increase your leverage when you're in a trade. Yes, you can increase your leverage. Before you even start playing around with leverage, please try to understand what leverage is all about. How leverage can affect you positively or negatively. Okay, so can you try that on, there's a demo trading, okay? You can try this out. I've answered like time with that number. Yes, it is possible to increase your leverage. It is possible to increase your leverage. But what exactly are you trying to achieve? All right. Increasing your leverage doesn't mean that your account will all of a sudden, increase. For instance, if you are using a margin of $1 and you decide to increase your leverage to 100x, it doesn't make any difference, right? That 100x, whatever percentage you give, it will still be under that margin of $1 that you added. Okay. But why exactly do you want to increase your leverage? That's what I'm asking. You've made up your mind already to enter a trade with 3x, 10x leverage and all of that. Why the increase during the trade? Why the trade is running? Yes, if you want to do that, you can do that. You can do it. You can increase your leverage whenever a trade is already triggered. Okay? So yes, you can do that. All right. I plan to start my trading with $50. That's all I have got. What would be your advice on leverage? Do you understand what leverage is all about? What kind of trader are you? I cannot tell you use 10x leverage. I cannot tell you use 100x leverage. This is your own personal decision to make, right? If you don't understand the basics yet, I will advise you stick to as low leverage as possible. Maybe 2x leverage, 3x leverage until you get used to what leverage is all about and how to use them effectively. All right. It is not about whether you have $50 or you have $10 or you have $20 or $100. Okay. You can use $1 and still use 100x leverage. But do you understand what leverage is? If I use 100x leverage and I enter this trade from here, how many points will this market, how low or how high will this market go before I get liquidated? That is the first thing you need to consider before you know whether you want to use high leverage or low leverage. Okay. If, for instance, this token, if Bybit allow me to use up to 25x leverage, all right, and I'm going to use 25x leverage. Okay. If I buy this token at the current price, how low will this token go for me to get liquidated? Maybe with 25x leverage, if this token goes to 0.2 or 0.12, you're already liquidated. I don't want that because the possibility of this candle, going down immediately to that 0.12 is there. All right. But if the chances are maybe I'm seeing a bullish engulfing candle, any bullish pattern, for instance, if I want to buy, right? And I know that for sure that this market will continue to go high, then I can decide to go all in with whatever amount of leverage that I want to use. These are some of the things you need to understand. Stop. It's not somebody to come and recommend that you will have to use 10x leverage or 1x leverage and all of that. It is not about your capital. It's about understanding what you're doing. If you understand it, okay, then you can go ahead and use high leverage as you want. And for as long as you are trading somebody's idea, that is, you are trading signals, all right? The signal is somebody's idea, right? Some of you don't even bother to look at the chart. You don't even want to know what it is. It's just when they say buy here, you buy. When they say sell here, you sell, okay? So for as long as you are trading, you are solely dependent on somebody's idea. You don't understand how the market works and all of that. Use as low leverage as possible. For any analysis you do yourself and you are convinced and you are ready to accept losses if it goes against you, use as high leverage as you want. Okay? That's basically it about leverage and all of that. So if you want to use low leverage, high leverage, and all of that, do whatever you want to do, okay? All right? What do you check the rank you are? So how do you check the rank you are? It's very simple, okay? Go to the competition page, okay? Click on my, I think when you click the link on the Telegram, it takes you directly to the competition page, okay? Can I share that again? Where is that stuff? So when you click on the link, it takes you directly to the competition page. This guy, who is the ranking first, okay? Please try to send me a DM, all right? Try to send me a DM. Let's start celebrating you. I hope you will remain number one because this competition will end sometime towards the end of February or thereabout. Okay, I hope you remain number one. All right. So once you click on that link on the Telegram, right, it brings you directly to this page. Okay, the first person is this one. As you can see, ranking is squad. All right, the first person here is this. Second person is this. Okay, and you can use the second page to go to the next page. All right. Number 11 is this, number 12 is this, number 20 is that, all right? Number 20, I've not even done any volume yet, right? Number 20 hasn't done volume, okay? 21 has not done anything, 27, 20, all of you here have not done anything, all right? So those who have done some trading on their accounts are the ones you see. So once you come in here, you will see your emails are not written in full, but you should know what your email looked like, okay? For those of you who have done updated your username and all of that, it will be showing your username, but if not, you will see your email, okay, hidden and all of that. So you should know whatever email you are using and you know the ranking that you are currently on, all right? So I'm going to have special gifts for rank number 1 to 3, okay, at the end of the competition and all of that. So if you know you are the first person there, just let me know, okay? Just send me a DM and I know how to, tell you thank you and all of that, all right? So that's basically how you check your rank for Nemeka, right? Okay, not Nemeka. Who asked that question? That is for Raymond, okay? That's how you check your rank, okay? And then, so whenever I try to add indicators to on my trading view, it doesn't work. Is it because I'm using free? No, the free version of TradingView allow you to add up to 2 indicators, okay? You can use up to 2 indicators on the free version of TradingView. So check if you have 2 indicators already, then you will not be able to add another one. So you can use just 2 indicators at a time, all right? So check if you have indicators, you remove it, and then add the one you want to add. But whatever strategy you're using, okay, you can only use 2 indicators on the free account, all right? So check and let me know if it is, if you have more than 2, then you cannot add any other one. All right. Which other question again? How do one calculate your risk reward in fish, your risk to reward in futures? Just use the risk to reward ratio, okay? There's a token that I'm currently ODI, all right, ODI USDT. Use the tool on TradingView. It's equally available on the exchange, right? It's equally available on the exchange. Use your risk to reward ratio tool on TradingView. All right. It does a calculation automatically for you. All right. That tool does the calculation. So you go to your TradingView, right? Check for the long position tool if you are going to go long. Use the short position tool if you are going to go short. Okay. So if I'm looking for to long all day from here up there, right? And then I'm ready to risk just, let's say, 2% of my capital or thereabout, or 3. Okay, let's use 2.5. All right. And then I'm targeting this high here. All right. Already you see that this is a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 10. Okay, 1 to 10.7. This is actually very high. All right. So it means that if you have entered already from here, you would have been up by, either 7 times or 8 times the amount of money you are risking in this and all of that. Okay. So the risk to reward ratio, use the TradingView long or short position tree. If you are using the exchange on the web version, okay, you equally have this thing there. All right. Use this thing to calculate your risk to reward ratio. And how do you know, a good risk to reward ratio? The green area should always be bigger than the red area, because the red area is your stop loss, the losses you are ready to accept, while the green area is the profit you are ready to equally you're expecting to make. Okay. Now this risk to reward ratio is bigger because I'm on the 4 hours time frame. If I go to the 15 minutes time frame, then this will definitely reduce. All right. But whatsoever you are doing, a good to reward ratio is at least 1 to 3. Okay. You can do 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, but 1 to 3 will always keep you afloat. For instance, if you are using a 1 to 3, you can take 10 trades, lose 7 trades, win only 3 trades, and you'll still be in profit. All right. So always use a 1 to 3. And why? How do you know that market? You look at the market, okay? You've analyzed, seen the past action of that market and all of that. And so, okay, what exactly is it? Will this thing come to cover up this imbalance here and all of that? Is there a lot of confluences you need to look at, right? If those things will play out, then you go ahead and take that trade, and that thing will be able to work out for you. Okay. So Nemeka, you now understand how to calculate your risk to reward ratio. That is for, Nemeka and all of that. All right. So that's basically it. Any other question? Guys, you're turning my today's stream to question and answer. Okay. You're turning my today's stream to question but that's the whole essence of this, live stream sections. All right. So that you get to learn too. Okay. You get to learn too and all of that. So that's basically it for this. And for Audi, okay, I'm looking to take a long. All right. I'm looking at taking it long from, if not the current price, maybe around that $55.5 area. Okay. And my target will be there. Remember, this is on the 4 hours time frame. This could take a day or two, okay, to get up there. Let's say we take that trade from here and we are targeting that area up there. Okay. Yeah, TradingView is letting us know that if this plays out and all of that, it could take us, that is, if it follows the same pattern that it drops from here, it could take us up to a day and 4 hours, right? So it could take us up to a day. This is more of swing trades and all of that, because it's more than 24 hours and all of that, okay? So that's basically what I'm looking for Audi too. That's what I'm looking for Audi. And yeah. So guys, just keep the questions coming. Which are the tokens you're looking at, okay? Keep your questions coming. Keep your questions coming. Let me see. I think I have more chats here. Okay, we probably have the boss in the house, so boss, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and share your screen. Okay. Whenever you're ready for us, you can go ahead and share your screen and all of that. So, yeah. Do we have more questions? The audience seems is downtrend. Yes, definitely is downtrend. Okay. Looking at the 4 hours time frame, if we take our trend line from here, okay, let's take our trend line from up there. You see that the trend line tells you that this is a downtrend. Okay. Yeah, it is a downtrend, right? But I do have this area here that I don't want audit to go below. Okay. I do have this area here. I don't want it to go below this area, which is what I'm looking for now. All right. And my stop loss is just slightly below that area, so that if this thing eventually goes below there, I no longer want to be in that trade. Right, let me look at the daily time frame and see clearly what is ongoing here. Let me remove this stuff. This is where I was looking to buy all the initial, which is the golden level, taking this, judging by this Fibonacci retracement tool that I drew here, right? So I'm looking at this area here. This is the zone where I want to buy all the going forward. I think I have limit orders currently on this. Okay, that 618 area is where I want to buy all the going forward. All right. But remember the numbers we talk about on the Fibonacci retracement tool that are very important that you need to pay attention to. Number one is the 382 level, okay, or the 38.2%, all right? So, which is this one here, we went below that area. Number two is the 50% level, right? Which is the 0.5, okay, which is this area here, where the market is currently trading. That is where I'm looking to long, all right? And then the 618, which is referred to as the golden level, all right? The 618 is referred to as the golden level, which is where you see these two yellow lines that I have here, all right? So if this market eventually starts bouncing off from here, then I'm going to be, in a long trade. If not, I'll be looking to buy back all day when it gets down to this level. You get, okay? But if you are very bearish about this, right? Fine and good. You got just go ahead and follow. You can equally use the Fibonacci retracement too, okay? So if I take it from that high there to this current low here, all right? So where you are looking for a continuation of this downtrend is maybe somewhere around that 382, that the market comes up to that 382, okay, create another, lower high here and then continues to go down and all of that. So if you are bearish, that's what you should be looking at, okay? But because I'm bullish, Fibonacci retracement too is the other way around. Okay, so that's why I'm looking at feedback. That's basically what I'm looking at on the all these trade. Okay, let me go back to this other fib. Yeah. Okay, so let me look at UNFI before the boss takes over. UNFI. We are currently in this zone. Okay, this zone of this is basically my zone for accumulating this token, right? If you believe in this project, you can start accumulating this token right here, all right? But I'm looking at, I think I have my limit orders down to, where is that? 3 point, okay, I think 4 point, I can't remember, either 4.5 or thereabout or $4. All right, I'm ready to continue to buy this token until it gets down to either $4 or $3 or whatever. Okay, but right here, I'm very bullish from here, as you can see here, right? This is my setup. And my stop loss have to be this big because I have some other limit orders pending here, right? Using the scale order type. So the more this thing continues to go down, the more I continue to add to my position. But I don't want to see it go below this area, the level of $5.5, $5.4 level. I don't want to see it go below that area. That's why I'm still buying. Okay, as I'm still buying this token. All right. If you want to be extra careful, or you just need to do, all right, because currently I'm on the daily time frame. Let's even do the weekly. Yes, let's do the weekly. If I do Fibonacci retracement, it may not really work. Let's say we take it from low here. Yeah, we are currently below that level, all right? We're currently below this level of the golden level. And then where we are currently is that 76 level, right? The 78.6% level, which is why I'm equally still buying, right? If you don't want to buy there, if you feel that this token will break below that area, then just wait for it to get down to $3 and you can start buying, all right? But judging on what the Fibonacci retracement is currently doing, that is where I'm looking at buying this token, all right? Since we are currently at that 786 level, that's where I'm looking at buying this token, all right? That's why I'm looking at buying this token. So I want this particular trend that we started on the 4 hours here to continue, all right? I don't want it to break below that trend, so bounce here, continue to go up, all right? And until we break a structure above that $6.7 level, all right? That's basically what I'm looking at for UNFI, all right? That's what I'm looking at for UNFI for Nemeka, all right? How many trades do you suggest one should take in a day? Please, this is bad. It all boils down to you, all right? It all boils down to how will I say it? How convinced, in fact, it all boils down to your understanding about the market, right? If you know what you are doing, you can take, as I speak with you right now, I have more than 5 trades currently running. Okay, I know what I'm doing. All right, I know why I have 5 trades running. Okay, and if you look at those trades, the liquidation, liquidate is showing, it doesn't even show liquidation price. That is because of the amount of margin that I'm using. Okay, and then the markets that I've looked at. All right, so if you are just starting, do 1 trade per time. If you take 1 trade right now, allow that trade to play out. All right, allow that trade to play out. When it plays out, you come back again. Now, even if you are going to take more than 1 trade, remember that saying on every signal that use 1% to 10% of your capital, right? If I have $100 account and I'm going to enter 5 trades, I will not risk more than $10 in that trade. Okay, that's basically what I do. I don't use more than 10% of my capital. If I'm entering 5 trades at a time, right? I will not risk more than $10 in that trade, in those 5 trades. Then if you want to take 1 trade at a time, then you can risk $10 in 1 trade. But if you are going to take more than 10 trades, more than 5 trades, or more than 1 trade, and all of that, split that 10% of your capital that you are risking across all those 2 trades that you're taking, okay? Some could give you profit, some could be in losses, and all of that, all right? So please, it all depends on how you understand the market, how you understand the tokens you are trading. So you can trade as many tokens as you want, but if you are just starting out, okay? If you're a beginner, please do 1 trade at a time, okay? Do 1 trade at a time. I know some of you will be tempted when you see people are sharing screenshots from this one, screenshot from this one, screenshots from this one, or PNLs from different trades, you are tempted to take all trades, all right? We are not in any competition. So take it 1 at a time, all right? Take it 1 at a time, all right? Joel, take it 1 at a time. Would you like to share any tips on making the key levels, support, and resistance? On marking the key levels. Basically, if you understand what support and resistance are, okay? If you don't understand it, then you can use indicators. A lot of indicators that can do that for you, all right? But indicators can lag, okay, meaning that it can only show you those levels after the market has gone. But it's very easy, right? It's very easy to spot. For instance, we are looking at UNFI, all right? It's very easy to say, okay, there is a resistance here. Why do we say there's a resistance? I just draw my, levels here, right? Why is this area a resistance? Because market came here and rejected massively, all right? Market came back there again, creating this double top that you see here with this massive wick here, okay? And rejected again. So this alone is a resistance. It means that there is something here, there are a lot of orders there that is stopping, a lot of sell orders here that is stopping this market from going up. So those who started buying down here, they are okay here, all right? They have made up their mind that this is where they are going to sell, okay? So it means that there are a lot of sell orders there, which is why this market is rejecting here, all right? And as the market comes down, it's very easy to equally spot that this is equally an area of support, right? Because when we had this massive dip here, what happened? The market got bought back immediately. Okay, we dipped again, it got bought back immediately, and then we are back to that area again. Okay, so it means that there are a lot of buy orders around this area. So people are buying here. So this area where market has rejected multiple times, For as long as it is below the price, okay, it is a support area. And once it is above, it is a resistance area. Okay, it's as simple as that. Those areas are easy to spot on the chart. All right. Okay. Is it Manaka, whatever your name is?
Yeah, it's Manikat.
And valuable section for us. I really appreciate. Okay, please analyze AGIX and M-coin. Okay, let's look at. After this one, I'm handing over to AK. Okay, so AGIX USDT. So for AGIX, I'm currently on the 4 hours time frame, okay? So presently what you should first look at is my interest is on this current price action here, okay? That's basically one first thing I want to look at. And then what happened, I bring my trend line and say we are in a clear uptrend right here, as you can see there, all right? We are in a clear uptrend right there. And I don't want this market as it is right now to go below this area. Okay, I'll be looking for buys, but I don't want this market to go below this area. All right. So if I don't want this market to go below this area, what do? I can fall down to either the 1 hour time frame, okay, or the 15 minutes time frame if possible, and start looking for buys. Right? I'll start looking for buys around here. Okay. You can do both buy and sell, but basically I'm looking for buys, right? I'm looking for buys, okay? So this level was the level I drew on the 4 hour time frame, okay? So I want to see this market do maybe another leg, go to that down there and then come back here, or even reject at the trend line. You must not come back at this level down there, okay? Or reject at that trend line and start going back up, then, that way I can start taking trades. So if I look at the 15 minutes time frame here, okay? If I base this on the 15 minutes time frame, I can draw another level here, right? Because market has been rejecting from this level. Okay, so right now, this one is moving. I want to see a rejection down there, come back to the trend line. So anything from this trend line or down here, I can be looking for buys, all right? Anything from this trend line upward or down here, I can be looking for buy, all right? If the market doesn't get down here, then I want to wait on the 15 minutes time frame for this to break above this level here, right? Remember, rejected, okay? And then we'll continue to go down. So if this market comes and break above this level, then from up here, up there, I'll be looking for buys, all right? So two areas you should be looking for buy. For me, okay? Wait for this to pull back down to that area. I'll look for buy up, okay? Or wait for it to break a structure above this area, okay, then I can look for buy from up there to the upside, all right? I don't need to start rushing into this trade. Now, I'm doing this because I'm looking at it, I'm just looking at one direction. I'm not looking at selling, all right? If you are going to be scalping, you can actually scalp and get up to this level and then start coming back down. You can start scalping and all of that, okay? But I'm not going to scalp. I'm just looking at one direction, and that is long trade, okay? So for my long, either I buy lower here or buy above this area. Okay, that's basically what I'm looking at for AGIX. And then the other one you talked of is MEM USDT. So look at that. Go to my 4 hours time frame. Yeah, so almost the same chart, okay? So if I bring my trend line here, yeah, I want that to, continue to go off from that area. And then I will probably draw this zone here. I want to use this area. And it was previously a resistance somewhere around here, and right now I want to use it as a support, okay? So if you go down to the 15 minutes time frame, you equally be looking for buys from here, right? Equally be looking for buys from here, basically, all right? From here upward, you should be looking for buy, all right? And basically to play safe on this trade, I will basically use the Bybit scale order type, okay, enter with market order, and then have another limit order here, have another limit order there, and all of that. Then put stop loss slightly below that area. That's basically what I'll be looking at too for the for the meme-coin. Okay, that's basically what I'll be looking at for that too. All right. So yeah, Ifeoma Daniel says, please do one need to subscribe for indicators on TradingView? Yeah, you can subscribe for indicators, okay? There are paid indicators and there are free indicators. It all depends, okay? If you have tested a strategy, a particular strategy with an indicator and it works, why not? You can go ahead and subscribe for an indicator, okay? Yeah, I use indicators, right? And I equally do analysis without indicators, okay? So I have some paid indicators, all right? I have a lot of paid indicators actually. Some I'm not even using them. Okay, I have paid indicators, I have free indicators. So yes, it all depends. Which kind of indicator are you looking at? Have you checked? Have you done your reviews? Check reviews online. Is the indicator working? Can it help you in your trading journey? If yes, go ahead and pay for it. But if not, why will you want to pay for indicator? Even when you don't know. I think the first thing is first acquire knowledge, okay? Because it's not all about plotting indicators on your chart. And then when it says buy, you buy. All right. And when it says sell, you sell, okay? You first need to acquire the knowledge. Once you understand what you're doing and you start making money, then you can go ahead and use the profit you're making to invest in indicators, buy trading view account and all of that, okay? So yes, if you're Daniel, you can pay for indicator, but it all depends on what you want to achieve with that indicator, all right? Don't just buy indicator because buying it alone will not give you profit, right? You still need to learn how to use the indicator before you can actually start making profit. There's even one I'm planning to buy, okay? I think it's about $60 per month or thereabout, but when I buy it, I will equally share with you, right? Yeah, so that's basically it. Boss, over to you. Let us know what you're looking at, and if there are more questions, you can actually help us out with it. Okay. So, guys, please go join the trading competition. Okay, go join the trading competition. Join the Bybit trading competition, guys.
Hi guys, what's good? Hope everyone is doing okay. Hi, boss digital. Yeah, so I'm seeing a question. Help us analyze AGIX and a meme from Moise Ahmed. So first of all, like in the markets, basically, I am kind of bullish right now, cautiously bullish, obviously, because what we saw last week, um we saw Bitcoin just going to make like another higher high on the daily time frame, right? So the market is still bullish, right? If you look at it objectively, yeah. So as from this move back, like we made a very, very fast recovery to from 38, almost 38.5, right? Right, from 38,500 to back up to 42K. So yeah, I think we are very, very comfortably bullish here. I don't see anything that's going to take us below the 40K or 38K level in interim. So generally I'm looking for longs in the market, right? I expect Bitcoin to go back up to this 49K in no time, right? I don't know how long it will take. It might take days, might take weeks, but yeah, I think that would be a short-term target for Bitcoin, right? So let me go to AGIX. I think I even already analyzed AGIX yesterday when I was looking to take a trade there. So so this AGIX, right? I was looking at taking a long here, right? But I didn't really follow through with the position because I think the resistance might be the proper place to set for my stop loss could be somewhere below here because we could see the price drop to somewhere around this level, and I wasn't comfortable with waiting for the price to come down to this level, right? There are other trades I was looking at, so that's why I didn't take the trade. But if you want to go into AGIX, I would say put your entry somewhere around here, somewhere around 0.2655, right? And your stop loss should be somewhere around 24715, right? So it looks like I expect the price to go up as Bitcoin consolidates or um goes up, increases in price. I expect AGIX to also um do well because it has been bullish for a while. It's always an asset I'm looking at. So this could be something you're looking at. The risk to reward ratio is um 3.9. That's one, it's almost 1 to 4, right? So it's a very good risk to reward ratio. So that's AGIX. For me, um, for meme, let me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Yeah, for me, well, I mean, this kind of looks okay. I've been skeptical on trading memes since it launched because it hasn't really been giving me bullish vibes. It has just been there or even bearish. So even right now, this chart kind of looks bearish. What comes to my mind is a short. But I don't know if I want to be taking a short in this market, right? Because this is a high, this is a lower high. Just 1 second. This is a high, this is a lower high. This is another lower high again. So this is really giving me bearish vibes. So if I wanted to take a trade on meme right now, I would probably be looking at something like this. Something like this, maybe. Yeah, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. I'm not really comfortable taking shots right now in as the market is right now. I guess on the other hand, you could still see a long trade. Um there's probably still the possibility of going long for me. But if I wanted to do that, I would wait till the price drops somewhere here and my stop loss would just somewhere around here. And yeah, I would take a long maybe to this level. Not really, it doesn't really look like a bad trade here. But so this is what I would do. I would wait for the price to go down to somewhere around 0.223, and from there I would, yeah. So that's what I think of meme. So let me share some other assets that I'm looking at trading or I am trading already. So I'll start with Matic, right? I think for Matic, I already even dropped the signal on in the Telegram channel, right? I dropped the signal um yeah, I dropped the signal in the Telegram channel. So yeah, so I'm just expecting a move to the upside for Matic. Just like Bitcoin, it didn't really go below. It was just around its a very key support. So and just like Bitcoin, it bounced pretty quickly, right? From almost 0.69, it's up to 0.79 already. So I took a long trade here. If you want to get the signal, just go through the Telegram group again. You see the signal for Matic. Matic, it's still very much in the entry range. It's still very much in the entry range, so it's not too late to enter Matic at all, right? So the next thing I'll look at is Arbitrum. Yeah, so Arbitrum has been doing a whole lot of like volume. I think in terms of trading volume, they've been the third blockchain with the highest trading volume. The last, I think yesterday I saw it 24-hour, or was it a 7-day trading volume ranking, and Arbitrum came third behind Solana, behind Ethereum, and then Arbitrum was the third. So that should tell you a lot about Arbitrum. There's so much going on the Arbitrum, in the Arbitrum ecosystem right now. And for a layer two to be competing with two huge layer ones, in fact, these are the two um most huge or largest layer ones in the entire crypto space, talking about Solana and Ethereum. So for Arbitrum, it is a layer two blockchain to be competing with these two huge guys. So that should tell you a lot about Arbitrum. I'm really bullish on it. We saw the price go as high as 2.4, right? This January, right? And I expect it at some point to get back there, maybe in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, few weeks anyways, maybe even days. I expect it to get back there. So I'm really bullish on Arbitrum, and I'm looking to take a long at this level, right? Around 1.7979, right? So I also dropped a signal for this in the Telegram group. So if you're not on this trade yet, you might want to check out the Telegram group and take the signal, because just like Matic, it's still in the buy range. I think right now a lot of tokens like Bitcoin and a lot of other altcoins are consolidating, right? So when things are consolidating, is the best time for you to buy, not when they start flying up and you're struggling to try to get in, right? So this is the time you need to make your buys. Anything you're bullish on, anything you think is going to go to the upside in the short term or in the medium term, this is the time to get into those trades, not when everything starts pumping, right? I've um talked about the fear and greed index a lot, right? And I'm sure you guys, if you look back at what happened last week, it can just give you an example of how the fear and greed index works, and it would have shown you some experience of what I talked about. Because when Bitcoin was around 38K, everybody was so scared. The market was like, oh, everybody was saying the market is going to go to 30K, 32K, 35K. But remember what I said, when everybody's saying stuff like that, when everybody's doing that, when there's fear in the market, that's the best time to buy. And then if you bought around that time, like I encouraged you guys to, but if you bought anything on sports, if you bought anything on futures, you're going to be in like really good profits right now. So that's just the way these things work. So right now, the market is not really in a fear state, it's more in a neutral state, right? And things are consolidating. Consolidating just means sideways movements, sideways movement, sideways movement. So that is another really good time to buy whatever you want to buy. So this is a good time to get into whatever trades you want to get into, because um, in a few maybe hours or maybe in a few days, but I think it's just going to be a couple of hours, we're going to see another like massive move to the upside, right? So another thing I was looking at is high, right? I'm just hearing that there's kind of some narrative happening with Chinese tokens. So high is one of the Chinese tokens. I heard that the Chinese New Year is coming this February. So Chinese tokens are kind of pumping maybe, or something like that. I don't really know, but I just looked at high and it looks like a very good long at this level. In fact, I've taken this long. I'm currently on this position right now. I'm currently on three positions right now. That's Arbitrum, um, Matic, and then high, right? I'm going to look to get into a few more in the next few hours and stuff like that. But these are the three I'm already on. And these three, I dropped the signals in the Telegram channel. So you might want to take a look at them and try to get in on them, because three of them are still in very good buy areas. High is still in a very good buy area. Um, I expect high to get to this level like pretty quickly, right? Or at least get to our second take profit pretty quickly. So you might want to get on it. It's a very good trade. The risk to reward ratio is 1 to almost 6, 1 to 5.7, right? So it's a very good risk to reward ratio. It's a very good trade. So you might want to get in on high. So some other tokens I'm looking at that I haven't gotten into a long position yet are say, right? If you've noticed, like I'm almost always looking at say, because say is it's very, should I use the word volatile? Like when it pumps really hard, right? So I almost always have my eyes on say. So for say, I think I haven't gotten into the trade yet because I was still debating where my stop loss was going to be at. So I think my stop loss is going to be around here. I'm going to look to enter this trade somewhere around here. So somewhere around 0.64306, right? So this is somewhere around where I'm going to look to enter the trade, and I will ride the trade back to the all-time high of say, which is around 0.86. So from 0.64 to 0.86, that's a lot of room to run. So I expect to say once the market keeps consolidating, the thing is as the market consolidates, right, as there's sideways movements for Bitcoin, for a lot of tokens, there are these bullish tokens that you would see them pumping, right? They would have like 15, 20, 30% pumps, just as other tokens are consolidating. So say is one of those tokens that has potential to do that, to just go off and we see like very big pump while every other thing is consolidating. So that's all what I just try to do as the market is consolidating. Even if Bitcoin does not really have a big move, right, in the next few hours or next few days, some of these tokens I'm trading will have big moves, right? Just because they are very bullish at the moment. So say is one of them. I will drop a signal for say in Telegram channel. I haven't done that yet, but I will do that maybe after this session. So I'll look to get into say somewhere around here, and um that's somewhere around 0.64306, and look to my stop loss will be somewhere around 0.597, right? And my take profit here, you can see my take profit targets. So you can see we'd say there's been like there's already an uptrend, right? You can see where it got to is just somewhere around, it didn't go below any key support, right? It didn't go below any key support, so it's still very bullish. You can see there's already a this is a low, this is a higher low. It's also making another higher low around here. So this is like pretty bullish, right? So it's just something I'm looking at. Yeah, so I'll drop the signal for sale, like I said, so everyone can get on it if they want to. I was looking at Tia just early this morning, but I think Tia has left the station, that left me and left my potential order. Though I think like as at when I was looking at it, if I had placed an order, it would have picked with these candles here, and I would have already been at my first take profit. But I don't remember why I didn't get into this Tia trade. I think I preferred the other tokens I was looking at that time, and I didn't. So that small delay, Tia has already gone up. But like I said, even if Bitcoin keeps consolidating, these bullish tokens would keep going up and keep making highs and higher highs and stuff like that. So Tia has already run up. So I don't know. I'm not comfortable entering Tia anymore, except it comes down back down to this range of 16.8, maybe around 17.1-ish. If it comes down to that level, then I could look to enter. But where it is right now, I think the ship has sailed. So another thing I'm looking at is FET, right? Fetch.ai is the biggest AI token, right? It's in the market. It's is the biggest token with that AI narrative in the market. So when that AI earlier this year, we saw like very huge gains, and even in December, we saw FETs go up to as high as 0.7, even 0.79. But now it's around 0.6. So this chart also looks really bullish as well to me. We are seeing like higher lows here. So I'm going to be looking for a long somewhere around this level, right? Going to looking for a long somewhere around this level. I would probably, I'm not so sure, but I would probably drop a signal for this. I'm not so sure because there might be other tokens I would prefer to trade at this time, but FET is something I'm looking at, right? So I think that should be okay. I was looking at RNDR too, but RNDR, like I said, it has left, just like TI, it has left the station. If I had entered the trade, it would have picked my order somewhere around here, but I wasn't convinced then that that was a good entry. But anyways, it has already moved up, so I don't think I would be looking for a long on RNDR again. If I want to look for a long on RNDR, I would wait somewhere around 4.08 and my stop loss is somewhere around here, 3.85 here. So this is not actually a bad trade. Yeah, this might be a cool trade to get into. So maybe I would also I would also take a better look at this. I'm not so sure. But anyways, RNDR is always a good long. If you're looking for longs, always take a look at RNDR because it's a really bullish asset, right? So yeah, so I'm going to drop. I mentioned I was going to, okay, let's look at Solana. Um, Solana is also something I was looking at last night, and it's still in a very good buy region. So maybe I will take a long and hard look at this and see if it's something I want to enter, right? But if I want to enter, I will enter somewhere around $95, between 95 and $96. That's where I'll be looking to enter Solana, right? But yeah, Solana is still a good long. Obviously, like I was talking about Arbitrum, Solana has like the highest volume on all blockchains in the last day. That's over 24 hours yesterday and over 7 days. That's last week. Solana has the highest trading volume, right? The highest trading activity. So very bullish on Solana. Expects it to go back to 126 in no time, right? I won't be surprised if it gets back here within the next week. But at the very least, it's going to go over 100. So I'll take profit too, which is around 102, right? So yeah, you can be looking at Solana. You can be taking a look at Solana. So the tokens I said I will drop signals for, one of them is Say. I think it's mainly just Say for now. Maybe I will drop one for, no, for now it's only Say. So let me look at more more assets here. Let me look at more assets here. Um, I have two TradingView accounts because TradingView has a limit on the number of tokens you can add to your watch list, right? They've been reducing that amount of tokens you can add to your watch list, and I need so many things on my watch list. So I have two TradingView accounts, right? So let's look at this. Manta. I've been keeping an eye on Manta since it launched. This launched around 2 points. It got to as low as 2.04. And it has probably done something around a 70% increase since it launched. It's really just been on the up. We've not seen any serious dip for those who have been waiting for dips to buy. So this is 90%, right? This is 90% in just in 10 days since it launched. It has already gone up 90% and it's still going to keep going up. So when I look at Manta, what comes to my mind is TIA, right? If you guys were around when TIA launched last year, you would see a similar pattern, right? TIA launched and consolidated for a while, which is similar to what we are seeing here from what we saw here from Manta, and then it went up. And then from there, it never went back to where it was, and it has just kept going up and up and up. Obviously, like in terms of what they do, Tia and Manta are really similar. They are both modular blockchains, right? Affiliated with the Cosmos ecosystem and stuff like that. Manta is Manta is kind of is a layer one, right? So we're going to see more blockchains coming up under Manta or utilizing um Mantas, how do you call it, CDK, stuff like that. So I still expect a lot of upside from Manta, right? If you got the Manta airdrop, I got the Manta airdrop, and I haven't even sold. In fact, my assets is just still there in my Manta wallet. I didn't sell it at all because I expected something like this to happen, right? So I'm still going to hold it. I expect Manta to keep going high, keep going high. I won't be surprised if in the next 1 or 2 months or 3 months, I see Manta at $10, right? Or $15. Because it's similar to what Tia did, like I said, right? So you might want to take a look at it, and if you didn't get the airdrop, you might want to buy some on spot. You can always buy some Manta on Bybit, right? So that's that for Manta. Next thing I'm looking at here is SAT, right? So SAT printed really huge profits for us, like when we're shorting it. We shorted it from somewhere around here to this level. We printed over 200% profits for us. So for now, I think it's time to long. I was very impressed with the recovery. Once Bitcoin recovered from 39K to somewhere around 42K, SAT also recovered very fast, right? And yeah, so I'll be looking at getting into a long somewhere here, because like from history, I always like to use like past history or um what has happened after past events, right? To judge. So if you look at SAT, you would see that after previous dumps, it always recovers pretty fast. Let's look at the chart. Um, let's look at the chart. So from here, it went up to an all-time high of around 0.0009, and it dumped back down to this level, right? Dumped to this level. Now, I want to look at how fast it recovered from this level back up to this place, right? And then it dumped again, slowly dumped here. Look at how fast it recovered again, right? Look how fast it recovered from here, and then made another all-time high here, right? So there's just a pattern with this, and then you can see the pattern again here. When we shorted it, it went down to as low as 0.00036, and now from where it went to, from how low it went to, it has already gone up this 48%, almost 49%. It has gone up almost, the price has gone up almost 50% in just like 3 days, or even less than 3 days. So it always recovers pretty fast. So I expect it to get back up to this level in no time, right? So I'm looking to take a long around this level. If it goes below my stop loss, then the trade, I would gladly accept my that my bias was wrong and has been invalidated. So, but I'd really look to get in here, to get in around this level where my entry is around 0.004870. So what I'm going to do, apart from say and SAT is the second signal I'm going to be dropping in the Telegram groups. Yes, just so you guys can, if you want to get on trade, you can get on it as well. Obviously, I would encourage you to get on it because, like I said, it's pretty bullish. I expect it to recover in no time, right? So, what other thing am I looking at? Not big time, not really looking at big time. I don't think this big time token has ever given me profit. Like 2 or 3 times I've traded it has always hit stop loss. So it's not something I would be looking at. Yeah, super looks bullish, but at the same time, it's already too close to resistance. So I don't see the point of trading it. Yeah, NKN is something I was always looking at last year. And from what we can see here on the charts, it seems like the dump from Bitcoin, it didn't really even take it below. Wow, this looks like a really good trade to take. It didn't really go below any serious resistance, sorry, any serious support. It held very, very well around this level. So obviously, the next thing I would look at is taking a long, right? Let me look at this. The next thing I would look at is taking a long, maybe somewhere around here. Wow, this is actually a really good trade to take. Yeah, so definitely going to drop this NKN signal in the Telegram group for you guys to get on it. So um my stop loss will probably be somewhere around there, and I would look to ride it to maybe up here, just get a key resistance or something. Also, this pumps like really hard when it moves. You can see how it is. It also dumps pretty hard as well. But yeah, so this looks like a good trade, possibly, right? So I will take a more in-depth look at this, and this should be the third signal I'm going to drop. So say SAT and NKN. So yeah, let's look at Bonk. Yeah, Bonk has kind of stabilized after that huge dump it had from getting to a new all-time high. It has kind of stabilized around this level. So if you want to scalp, you could take a look at Bonk. It could be good to scalp, right? It would be good to scalp. So maybe look at something around here and yeah, and look to get out somewhere around here. Yeah, so it could be a good scalp trade. Maybe I would also take a look at this, and if there's some potential, I could possibly drop it in Telegram. So another asset I've been looking at, I think I dropped a signal for PERP USDT around maybe 2, 3 days ago, and this is actually how it's going, right? In fact, that signal I dropped up till, so just early this morning that it got to pick the order, right? Got to pick the perp order. So the trade is running in profit right now. It could possibly still come back to this entry. So maybe I would still drop the signal again for those who have not gotten into it. Perp is one of these really bullish tokens that um I would encourage you, if you want to trade in the market, like always take a look at it because it's very bullish, and where it is right now, it has like a lot of um room to run to the upside, right? You've seen it go as high as $2 here. So and then came down, went back up to $1.54. So now it's just around 1.16. So still a lot of room to run. So that's that for PERP. Yeah. I think that could be pretty much it. So let me look at Akam. I'll look at Akam and I'll look at Audi. So Akam is similar to PERP. I dropped the signal like 2, 3 days back, maybe 2 days back, and it was just early this morning that the signal got triggered, right? And the position is currently running. So I don't know, maybe I will drop it again for those who haven't gotten into it. You might see come down back here. So our entry price. But either ways, keep an eye on ACAM, right? Because as long as the market is bullish, there's so much happening with ACAM. So I think you need to understand that some of these assets, what drives their price is the activities or the on-chain activities or the usage of their tokens, right? So ACAM has a very, very, very important use case, right? ACAM intelligence, it's used to track on-chain transactions, on-chain data, whatever. You can use whatever it is, you can use ACAM intelligence platform to track any kind of on-chain data, on-chain transactions you're looking at, not just track, to also analyze. So in the crypto space, it's being used. There's been a lot of talk about it in the last few weeks, right? There's been a lot of talk about it in the last few weeks. So it's really undervalued at this point, right? I think this account token is very, very undervalued at 0.53. So even on spot, if you're looking for something to buy on spot, you could look at this account token. So last year we saw it go as high as this is somewhere around 0.77, right? And again, we've seen it be around 0.6, over 0.6 easily, right? So wherever you can just look to get on ACAM, whether it's on sports, whether it's on futures. I would drop a signal for this. I'll drop a signal for this. The market cap of ACAM is still below 100 million dollars, right? So in a bull run, or ideally in the coming bull run, I do not expect ACAM's market cap to be anything below $500 million. That's if it doesn't even get something like 800 or $1 billion. So from where it is right now, it's around 80. So for it to even get to 500, that's a times six, right? That's a 6x um profit. So if you want to get something on sports, you can look at getting into ACAM. I'll also drop a signal for this in Telegram channel. So Audi, I was looking at getting into Audi, right? But it looks like I missed my entry. Though it might still come down again to somewhere around here. But yeah, well, I would look at it because Audi always just like SAT, Audi always recovers quickly. You can see here, you can see how quickly it recovered here. You can see how quickly it's recovered here. So I would also look at Audi. Mav, Mav is already at a high. I talked about getting on Mav during that dip. It was somewhere around 0.5. It was around 0.5 for a while. Now, after that, it got up to 0.65. That's a 30% increase already in barely 2 or 3 days. Then has come down again to 5.3, 5.93. I don't know. I could be looking at getting into it, but I don't know if I want to, maybe somewhere around here. And my stop loss would be just below this. Well, possibly it's something I could look at. Something I could look at. MAV is another thing you could look to get into on spots. I mentioned it earlier, and since then it has moved, but there might still be a there might still be room for it to run to the upside, right? Finally, I think the last one I'll look at is KDA. I've recommended KDA severally on sports, on futures. So it looks like it's around a good level right now. Looks like it's around a good level. So if I want to enter, I would look at entering somewhere around here, right? Maybe somewhere around here. And ride the trade till it gets up to this level, right? So KDA is also something you can take a look at. a lot of potential there for some upside. Yeah, so that's about that for the tokens I'm looking at the moment, right? So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to type in chat box or you look or you unmute your mic and speak. So someone said, thank you. Please, can you pin the signals for Matic, High, App, Safe, Bet? So I've dropped signals for Matic, High, and Arbitrum. So what you just need to do is to go to the Telegram channel. You might need to scroll up a bit. But I dropped the signal this morning, maybe sometime around 4 a.m. So what I'm going to drop now, I'm going to drop for Say, I'm going to drop for FET, I'm going to drop for Stats. Then probably also I'll look at dropping for Akam and for PEP. So those are the 5 that I'll be looking to drop in next few minutes or next few hours.
Okay,
Matic,
somebody
yeah.
wants you to check RIF, RIF.
Yeah. I mean, this looks good to long, right? It looks good to long. So if I want to take a long here, I would look at something like this. And maybe look to ride it somewhere around here. So yeah, it could be a good asset to go long if you want to go long on this for the person that asked, right? Yeah, it's a good asset to long at this moment as well. So I would just look to take profit. I take profit to be somewhere this levels, this level, and maybe somewhere around here. So yeah, this is something you could be looking at with RIF. I would look to enter around maybe 0.1272 because even though it's up here, it looks like there's a key support somewhere around here. So it should come back down to test this support. And then it looks bullish because I can see a lot of higher. This is a low, this is a higher low, this is another higher low here. So could even take this as another higher low. So yeah, it looks like a good token to long at this moment. Are there any more questions?
All right, guys, if there are no more questions, I think that will be it for today. Okay, so that'll be it for today. The conversations, interactions, and every other thing continues on WhatsApp, on Telegram, sorry, until tomorrow. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us here, and yeah, trade safe and don't get liquidated. Okay, bye bye, everyone.